Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom, and in this video we're going to look at something a little different. So we're going to be looking at a video about Frankenstein. Now this video is on a show called Monstrum. This is on YouTube, on a specific channel called Storied, which is part of PBS Voices. The writer, creator, host of this show is Emily Zarka, who has a PhD in English literature, specifically focusing on the Romance and Gothic eras. So in this video we talk about Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and she goes over kind of the background of Mary Shelley's very sad life. Her mother, who was a major feminist at the time, dies in childbirth. So she mourns her mother. She loses all the children she gives birth to, die. Her lover, later her husband, Percy Shelley, dies. And right before, obviously before he dies, is this, and most people have heard the story of how Frankenstein was originally written. It was a contest between her, Percy Shelley, and another famous author whose name is escaping me right now. But it was during, essentially, the year there was no summer, when a volcanic eruption disrupted everything and clouded the skies. And so it was very, very cold. So they had this contest, and she wrote Frankenstein, which is essentially, it's been analyzed to death. But this is specifically looking at it in media and how it really is a story about who is the monster. Is it Frankenstein, the doctor, who actually isn't a doctor, Victor Frankenstein, who pieces together human life and then abandons it, or said human life, which basically is a vegetarian. He's been abandoned, he doesn't know anything about the world, and essentially he's viewed as a monster, even though essentially he was the victim. And that is how many ways the view of Frankenstein is seen. That the creature is the victim. And Victor Frankenstein, though obviously not portrayed very accurately, technically is Frankenstein, considering, at least according to this video, it's been a while since I have reviewed the entire book last year, so you can check that out. Frankenstein was pieced together by both human and animal parts. So the image that we have is obviously not as accurate as, say, Shelley would have possibly imagined herself when she was creating this creature. Frankenstein isn't a crazy mad scientist. He's a slightly deranged young man who is trying to play God and then freaks out when he does it and then runs away, leaving what amounts to be a baby. A giant baby, a frightening looking baby, but a baby nonetheless, abandoned. So, who eventually learns from this family. And again, I cover the book. But this video looks at how it's evolved through media and different ways where you get the mad scientist and what does this book mean. So it's a very good introduction to Frankenstein as a whole and the concept of this specific monster. Now, of course, it's Frankenstein's monster. Victor Frankenstein is the creator. Things get muddled here. A lot of people refer to him as Dr. Frankenstein, though he actually, if you read the book, never got he got out of school because he created this monster and freaked out because he tried to play God and then succeeded. And again, he freaked out. So that's the big thing. Again, it's also called Frankenstein, the modern Prometheus. So he created life. But it's a very good introduction to looking at Frankenstein, both the literature and particularly the media that surrounded it when it started being put on film, which is where we get the idea of it now. Once most people's minds of Frankenstein come from TV and film and all sorts of things. Basically, it's the media. So this is, again, a really good introduction. I love this show. It's done very well. They're very short. I think this one's, normally they're under maybe 15 minutes max. And those are long. Normally they're about 10 or so. So they're a good short introduction. Again, the show is connected to PBS, so they are safe for young children. So if you're looking, as particularly parents doing homeschooling here, looking for an introduction to doing a unit on either Gothic literature or Frankenstein specifically, this is a good place to start. So that's it for this video. Again, short video, looking at a short video. So if you like what you see, be sure to check the rest of my channel out. I do a lot of books. I do much longer films. I occasionally do some of these YouTube videos just because they're interesting topics, and sometimes that's the only place I can find certain information. So otherwise, I try to stick with films and a variety of other things besides, of course, children's books, both teen books, picture books, all sorts of stuff. So be sure to check out the channel. I also do some travel stuff, and we're going to be adding more homeschool stuff, reviews on different things as my child gets older. She's really young at this moment, so we're not quite there yet. So I will be adding those slowly as we get there. So like and subscribe. Thank you.